What's up? That's a lot of gaming, Conjo. Jesus, makes sense if you're crashing soon. Yo. Hope you guys had a good weekend. It is. We're back. We're back. We gotta play some Diablo tonight, but first, I want to check out the. Patch notes. Want to see what they got in store for us. From the mid-season patch. Maybe I should move over here. So yeah, hopefully good things. So we know the bigger picture because that was in the campfire. So let's see. For the Vessel of Hatred, it's runes. Maybe I should open up the game so I can cross-reference these runes, what they actually do. Maybe we'll just wing it. So Neo is no longer blocked by invulnerability. The student has specific state that he must take health damage to stop this effect. No longer blocked. The student must specifically say you must take health damage. No, I need to see what they are. I need to see what they are in order to understand. Something like this. I guess it doesn't really matter. It's no longer blocked. You must take health damage to stop this effect. What does it mean? What does it mean? We're not listening to Diablo right now. We're listening to the Valheim soundtrack while we're reading. Okay. Let's see. Neo. Do I have one? I do. Deal damage after not taking any within 2 seconds. Resets if invulnerable. Deal damage after not taking any damage within 2 seconds. No longer blocked. The tutor of specific state must take health damage to stop this effect. So even if you get invulnerable, it still works, I'm guessing? Okay. Moni is just a damaging, just an offering increase. What does Moni do again? Is it valid? Is it anything that matters? Moni. What do you do, little Moni? See if I have one. There. Cast a skill after moving. Okay. So that goes up to 35. Invocation rune. Reduce the spread of meteorites when they fall. Okay. Less delay between volleys. Okay. Wolves now will have unhindered, allowing them to move through enemies and the player. Right. Fair. 3 pestilence swarms at a time. And damage reduced from 300 to 150. Now spawns 3 at a time. Tull. Tull. Which one are you, little Tull? Tull. There. Invoked spiritual and pestilence swarm, dealing damage to enemies. Okay, so it just spawns 3 instead of 1? Okay. Vex. More seconds. Duration of probably refreshes. What is Vex? Do I not have a Vex? Gain 3 to all skills for 7 seconds. Duration from 5 to 8. But it was 7. Okay. So is it 8 seconds, or does it go from 7 to 10, or like, is it plus 3 seconds? Is it plus 1 second? Like, what? Is it another rune? Who knows? Okay, well, Lum increased. What does Lum do? What does Lum do? Lum. There we are. 1 primary resource. Okay, so now you get... What? So it's 1 primary resource right now. And they say it's increased from 1% to 2.5%. So is it from 1 resource to 2.5 resource? Or is it supposed to be percent and it isn't? Is it going to be percent moving forward? Because right now it's less than 0.5% for me. Did you get the intern to write these, Bliss? Offering cost reduced for Thul. Frost Nova. Okay. Dude, that might make that competitive. So it's 400 and it's now down to 3. Frost Nova is really good. Mercenaries, Rahir. Taunt duration up. 3 to 9. That's pretty big. Okay, so maybe you use 3 shield throw now? Valiance cooldown reduction. Okay, so everything's getting 200%. Jesus, Rahir's getting buffed, huh? Remove the ability to use the potion while at maximum life. Wait, what? Draw fire? That's Rahir's thing? Draw fire. When you use a healing potion, Rahir taunts enemies around him for 4 seconds. Can only occur once. And what did it say? Remove the ability to use a potion while at maximum life. Okay. Ancient Harpoon, bigger stun duration, more damage. More damage, more slow. Ooh, DR, pretty good. Heal. Bargaining chips, overpower. Detonation. Okay. In cushion, snipe. This is pretty big, but I don't know if it's gonna matter. Oh, buff to the resource. Jesus. Okay, so buffs to Spiritborn first. That's not gonna mean anything to me because it's just the things that they aren't using. So, Withering Fist, poison damage increase, slow increase, and then the spread. Toxic skin, passive damage increased, okay. Bonus toxic skin damage increase, Source targeted and control up to land and enemies in certain max distance. Razor wings. Dude, I love this skill. I'm hoping next... I don't know if I'm going to play Spiritborn again, but if Razor Wings is the build, I'll play it for sure. They're cool. But they might be ass to play with, I'm not sure. Enhanced Rushing Claw. Okay. Poised, okay. Harmonious Devour. Toxic globs damage now scale with the Devour's skill ranks. Okay, so those little bloop that come out, they will scale now. Nice. Pestilent Swarms damage now scale with Devour's skill ranks. Let's go. Some buffs to the Devour extra things. Okay, passives. Intricacy. Bonus duration. Nourishment. I'm not sure which one this is. This is for the poison stuff. Yeah. Adaptive stances. Chance to heal. Armor increased from 1 to 2%. Dodge chance on aspect of avoidance. Starving Ravager. Aspect of deflection. Is that the one for the... Razor Wings? While counterattack reflects incoming Razor Wings back out again, other small missiles also reflect back and enemies and deal of counterattacks base damage. Wait, so that doesn't matter, but the Razor Wings being reflected out matters. So let's see, what do you get here? So you just get more damage on the missiles, I guess. Who cares? Unless it affects the Razor Wings, then who cares? Aspect of soil power. That is one hell of a fucking buff. What does that do? Holy shit. That is insane. Soil. Okay, so that makes a... So that gives a little dot. And that dot is being buffed. Wait, where is this damage increase from? I guess that's just the number 45 to 60 gives whatever spits out. And this is going to be then... Jesus. Okay. Nezikim the Herald. Duration between marks reduced. Okay. Then we have some Dark Citadel bug fixes. Tailwind, don't care. Okay. Hey. Okay, fixed an issue where Super Seekers didn't properly track the player. Chat log would display that you were killed by your hired mercenary if you were killed by an already defeated enemy. Turns out they weren't traitors, okay. Cursed Undercity fixed an issue where the barrier leading to yours could be passed through with evade. Fixed an issue where certain layers had less monsters. This is nice. This was annoying. Fixed an issue where the end portal could fail to send players back to town if you interacted with it just as time expired. Okay. Fixed an issue where non-tribute runs had a starting timer of 100 instead of 120. Okay. Fixed an issue where the effect of the Lith rune could activate when using an ability outside of combat. Okay. Oh, Nezikim was marking slower, but they also buffed it? Okay. So... It was fixed an issue where the Herald was marking slower than intended, and then on top of that, they also made it mark faster. Okay. I don't really care about these. Strongholds, don't really care. Certain polymers were not usable by barbarians and druids. There was some turn sparkle could not be interacted with. Okay. Base game. Okay, this is where the meat and potatoes come. So we have mythic unique items. Shattered Vow. 400% damage to healthy enemies replaced with 44% damage over time duration. Shattered Vow. Is that the polearm that nobody wants to use? Wait. Oh, it's the Gem Boy. Right, I thought it was the... It used to be the Alchemist, didn't it? Or am I stupid? Shattered Vow. Yeah. Oh, I can't even see it here. Okay, but that 400 to healthy is then being replaced with damage over time. Duration. Ooh. That's probably the only way to get that. I wonder if that's any... Oh, and they're buffing Andariel's Visage just after I scrap mine. Great. So those are the two mythic uniques being buffed. I mean, Andariel's Visage has not been used at all after they nuked the proc rate, right? 1,000% more damage, though. The numbers, man. Okay, Penance and Grief. Chill per second is now 3 times higher. Chill per second is now 3 times higher. Penitent Grieves. Chill per second. Movement speed, critical strike chance against chill damage, chill slow potency. I guess it's the trail that slows more or chills more? Is that what I'm supposed to? Endurant Faith. Damage distribution time increased from 2 to 3 seconds. When you would be damaged for at least 40% of your maximum life at once, it is then distributed over the next 2 seconds, reduced by... Okay, so that is now 3 seconds instead of 2 seconds. So it's more powerful, but it's the same effect, but it lasts a little bit longer, so it's more powerful. Legendary aspect. Bolt Chieftain's maximum active cooldown reduction increased from 50 to 70. Bold Chieftain. Bold Chieftain. Who can use that? Okay. It sounds barbarian. Okay, aspect of adaptability. Both effects now apply to basic skills even when they're not cast, such as the free Storm Strike. Ooh. Is that a druid thing? If they just not labeled it right? No, it's not. What does it do? When cast below 50% maximum resource, basic skill generate 3 of your primary resource once per cast. When cast at or above 50% resource, basic skills deal damage. Okay, so that now functions with... Both effects now apply to basic skills even when they're not cast. So that was the thing that they went after in the last patch. They didn't want a lot of these things to apply to things that are not cast, so now they're taking a retuning of it, I guess. Okay, Barbarian. Let's log into the Barbarian so that we can keep up with these things. I forgot my water. Let me just go get that real quick while it's loading. Alrighty. So, ground stomp damage. Huh. I need to remember to minimize this so you guys can see. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. But you use ground stomp to stun things, right? Where is it? Is this one? No. This one. It used to be you could, like, in D3, you, like, pulled them in. Stunning surrounding, yeah. Fury gen. Oh, okay, so I guess there is... I guess they want to make a ground stomp build, right? Ground stomp is now also a brawling skill and deals 900% multiplicative increased damage. It also applies vulnerable for 4 seconds. So there is a world... If there's something that'll reset cooldowns, which I don't know Barb well enough, but... So they're increasing its damage a lot. So... 35 to 80% for a skill that does no damage is not going to do anything. But when you then add 900 multiplicative damage on top of it, maybe? It would require you to be able to not have a 16-second fucking cooldown on it. I wonder if Ground Stomp Barb is happening. It sounds a little cool. It's just like... Okay, let's Strategic Ground Stomp. Ultimate cooldown reduction from 4 to 5. Up to an increase to max 15. Wait, let me read that. Reduces the cooldown of your ultimate skill per enemy damage. Okay. Right. Okay, so it's still... You're only going to be able to hit 3 still. So that's the same. We have Hoda getting a nut job. That probably doesn't... Isn't that all... No, you're using hammers. Throw right now. Yeah, I mean, Hoda Barb coming back, maybe? Question mark. Upheaval. That's the one where you, like, throw it outwards, right? It's core skill. Correct? Yes. Tear into the ground. I love this build. This skill. It's really cool. So 20% more damage and a lucky hit increase. Stun chance goes up. Furious. Damage bonus stacks from 8 to 10. Damage per stack increased. Whoa, 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 that's pretty big. So it's 15 with 8 stacks, right? And now it's 20% to 10. So rather than being what would that be? 120? It's now 200. That's not insignificant, right? Which one is it? It's this one. Furious. Dealing direct damage to an enemy with a skill that is not upheaval causes your next cast of upheaval to deal... Is that ever going to work, though, in a game like this? Isn't it too fast-paced for that? So it's direct damage, so you have to go hit something 10 times and then... Whoosh, big damn. Is that ever going to be useful in a game? I don't think so, right? Like... You don't want to hit things 10 times for one big swing on anything. That doesn't seem useful. Double swing, just damage increase. Rend. Oh, that's big. Double the damage on Rend. This is base damage as well. And then on top of it, bigger bleed? Dude, Jesus. Where's Rend right now? Is it a core or what is Rend? Rend is a core skill. Okay. Leap damage increase, kick damage increase, iron skin cooldown. That's just a defensive, right? Yeah. Wait, steal yourself gaining a barrier that absorbs 50% of your missing life. Steal yourself gaining a barrier that absorbs 50% of your missing life. So you want to drop low and then use it? Okay. Sounds yucky. Enhanced Iron Skill. Previous. Iron Skin's barrier absorbs 25% more of your maximum life. Wait, maximum life. Doesn't it say missing? Am I stupid? It says missing. Oh, wow, that scales. 270% more of your maximum life. Okay. So the new one is going to be grants unhindered and absorbs 30% more of your maximum life. Also, it's buffed. Does it scale then, like this one is? I don't know why this one says 200 and something percent, but it does. Tactical healing per second based on barrier. Okay. Fortify amount increased. How does that work? Also grant 20% maximum life to fortify. Okay, and you heal for the barriers original. Okay. Death blow buff. Blow boss damage bonus increased. Okay. So death blow. That one, right? No, that's rupture. This one. Attempted killing strike. 150% increased damage to bosses. So what's that gonna do? So now it's 200%. Okay. Oh wow. So damage increase, double almost on rupture, and per 50 strength. Dude. I have 340 right now in no gear, just with no paragons even. And I'm sitting at 340%. And now they're going to take it up almost double. I mean, these things must be doing no fucking damage. Otherwise, these buffs are insane. What's the cooldown on rupture? Is it a cooldown thing? 10 seconds. At guaranteed overpower. Oh, okay. So wait, so rupture, that's also kind of weird. But rend is getting buff, and rend applies bleed, right? So that's just even bigger rupture there. I wonder if that's going to be a build like bleed rupture. But that sounds so bad as well. Like, how are you clearing with bleed rupture? And there's no bosses in the game that warrants this level of single target, even in the pit. I guess they want to get to that point where they have where they balance the pit around groups, so that you have like, you have a support, you have a tank, you have a single target, and you have a clearer, right? And I'm guessing this would fall into the single target category. I'm not sure if that's gonna work out in D4, but maybe. Steel Grasp, damage increase. Is Steel Grasp not the one you use to just group things up? Isn't that the chains? Yeah, I don't see the damage of that being impactful at all, but okay, Mighty Throw. Base damage increased from 80 to 120. Pulse damage increased from 35 to 55. Okay, so this change to compensate for a bug fix related to the tempering efficacy gives a chance to deal bulk double damage. Yeah, because this is already the meta build, right? So if they're buffing it this massively, like 40% more base damage, bro, that's a lot. And then also 20% more pulse damage. I don't know how much that does, but it's still at the base level, right? That's a lot of damage. But it's coming with a bug fix. So in all likelihood, this could still be a nerf. Okay. Passive heavy-handed. So it just gives you critical strike damage, I'm assuming. That's not insignificant, right? If you're already taking it. Heavy-handed. There it is. While using two-handed weapons, you deal increased. Okay. I mean, that seems pretty good. Pit Fighter. You deal 3% increased damage and gain 2 distant damage reduction. Now you deal 3% increased damage and gain 2% damage reduction. Oh shit, that's really good. So you just get what, 9% more damage and 6% damage reduction? 6% damage reduction is pretty good, right? No mercy. Previous increased critical strike chance against immobilized, stunned, or slowed. And now it's just crit damage, crit strike chance. Okay, so they're just taking out some of these antiquated damage on Tuesday things. Legendary aspects. Battle mask. Previous gain berserking for after swapping weapon 8 times. Dude, swapping weapon 8 times and then getting it for 4 seconds? Okay, so now it's 20 to 40% increased damage and berserking for 4 seconds after swapping weapon 8 times. Dude, the thing about swapping weapons 8 times sounds so fucking annoying. Like, you'd have to go for 4 seconds then. That sounds ass. Okay. Unless, I mean, if you can what's it called? Snapshot it into whirlwind? Then maybe? But then it's only the whirlwind, right? And you're doing the damage with dust devils anyways. So far, not seeing anything that makes me excited. What I am trying to play is probably Leapquake Barb. But I'm assuming most of the damage from Leapquake comes from the Earthquake. And we haven't seen anything for Earthquake yet. But it might come. No, because they're into passives now. And Earthquake is a skill, right? So Earthquake is not getting buffed. So far for the Barbarian, nothing's going to make me swap to anything different than what I was planning to do. That's a little bit sad. There could be something here, though. There could be something in the aspects. We're not in passives. We're in aspects, right? Sorry. Right. Off sundered ground. Oh, that might be... That sounds a little bit like... that sounds like... what's it called? That's not it. That sounds like... Brother, man. Off sundered ground sounds like... Earthquake. There we are. Sunder. Every 20 seconds... No, it's upheaval. Okay. Every 20 seconds, your next upheaval cast is guaranteed to overpower and deals increased damage. Upheaval critical strike against elites reduced this timer by 1 second. So this aspect combined with the big fucking whatever thing you get here, right? The Furious Upheaval stack. Sounds like you can get a massive one-shot. But yeah. Tuskhelm, Yorits of the Mighty. Berserking damage bonus increased from 15 to 25. Okay. I mean, that's not... If that's multiplicative damage, that's a lot of damage, right? Gore's Devastating Grips. I don't know what they do. And I don't think I have them. I know where to find them on max roll, though. Let's see. Where are we? Here. Gore. They're probably not very good, so... Okay, let's see Tuskhelm real quick. When you gain Berserking while Berserk, you have become more enraged and gain, and that's going to be 25% increased damage, I'm guessing. Or is it... Right? That was the one it was going to be, right? Yeah, probably. Gore's Devastating... Wait. We'll look at the boss, the boss loot table. Oh, there they are. Whirlwind explodes every 2 seconds. After it ends, dealing of the base damage dealt to surrounding enemies fire damage. Okay. Does anybody use those? Damage increased from 40 to... Okay, so it's this. Explodes every 2 seconds, and after it ends, dealing of the base damage dealt. So does that make... Was that the one they were using to one-shot bosses in Season 1 or something? Where you just spin the entire dungeon, and then you get to the boss, you let go, and it goes... Okay. Ring of Red Fur. A critical strike damage increased. Okay, let's see what that does. After spending 100 Fury within 3 seconds, your next cast of Hammer of the Ancient, Upheaval, or Death Blow within 5 seconds is a guaranteed critical strike and deals bonus critical strike damage. Dude, the upheavals you can make with... Wait, what is Twin Strikes? I completely glossed over Twin Strikes. With Sundered Ground, the new thing that stacks up to 200%, and now Ring of Red Fury. But it's so useless because you don't need that kind of damage. Okay, Twin Strikes. Twin Strikes. There we are. It's gloved. After casting Double Swing 4 times, your next Double Swing will hit 2 additional times, each dealing increased damage. That sounds pretty cool. So now that'll just be more. Double Swing does sound a little cool. Okay. 100,000 steps. So just all of the Varjan things are useless for Barb. Let's go. When activating or refreshing the full Walking Arsenal Key's passive effect, you automatically cast Ground Stomp and gain 100 Fury. Can only occur every 10 seconds. Now, what are they changing? Effect can occur every 5 seconds. Okay, so having the... And then Walking Arsenal... What was that? It was a key. Here. Dealing direct damage with two-handed bludgeoning, two-handed slashing, or dual-wielding weapons grant damage for 10 seconds. While all 3 damage bonuses are active, you gain additional 10% increased damage and attack speed. Oh, right. So that's the one where you swap. So that pairs well with the weapon swapping. Dude. But it sounds so ass to play. Like, I see the synergies, but holy shit does it sound bad. Fields of Crimson. That's Varjan again. Jesus, all these 4 are just useless. While using this weapon, damaging at least 1 enemy with Rupture creates a blood pool that inflicts bleeding damage over 6 seconds. Enemies standing in blue take 30x increased damage. And what are we doing to it? Blood pool damage bonus from 30 to 50. Okay. I wonder if that's going to be good enough. Overkill. 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 Here, okay. Deathblow creates a shockwave, healing of its base damage to enemies. Enemies who die to this effect also reset Deathblow cooldown. Oh, that sounds kind of cool, actually. So the damage... Oh, that's just bigger now. So that makes Deathblow somewhat AoE-ish. That sounds cool as fuck. I wonder if that's viable. Blood Rage legendary node. Okay. Can I... Blood Rage. Killing a bleeding enemy has 10% chance to grant berserking for 5 seconds. Your damage is increased by 10% of your damage while berserking bonus up to a maximum of 30%. Damage increased of your damage while berserking bonus. And instead of 30, it now goes to 45. Okay. I hate caps, bro. Like, when they cap things in the game, it's just, yeah, you're gonna have less fun. Like, just uncap shit. And then limit it. If it goes crazy, limit where you can get it from. But this whole, like, oh, we're gonna cap it. No, let people lean the fuck into it. Decimator legendary node. Vulnerable damage double. Overpower double. I sense an underperforming one. What was it called? Like a decimator. There it was. Each time you make an enemy vulnerable, your damage is increased by 10x for 5 seconds. Overpowering a vulnerable enemy grants additional. So now instead of 20 multiplicator, you're gonna get 40. Jesus. Okay. Oh, druid time. We swap to le druid. Oh, did the music stop? I feel like the music stopped. Okay. Let's continue reading. Tornado Spirit cost reduction. Okay, that's nice. Storm Strike. Remove the 20% reduced damage when Storm Strike changed to surrounding enemies. Oh, so you're just going to do full damage now. Big. Rabies. Poison damage increased. Oh, that's a decent size. Grisly Rage. Damage bonus increased. Grisly Rage. Is that the ultimate? Yeah. So now instead of 30%, it's gonna be 50. Rabies is which one is that? Shapeshifting the wearer perform an infectious bite. Right, okay. Yeah. One with nature. Companion bonus damage. Dude, I don't really care about companions. If companion is the build, I don't want to play it. Was it a key passive? Skills gain 1 additional companion and deal 80%. It's gonna be 80%, right? 60% now, 80% later. Yeah. Assign strength. Assign. Oh, I forgot. I need to minimize this, otherwise you guys can't follow along. Assign strength. Gain more. Gain 30% additional maximum life while in wearable form. 3 seconds leaving. While healthy, deal 15 increased damage and 45% increased overpower. So it's going from. Okay, so just big overpowers. Bestial Rampage. Isn't that the one you're using more often than not? Yeah, it is. You get 30% increased damage and werewolf guaranteed attack speed. And that's the one you can keep up all the time. So what is that going to be? So 40% multiplicative and 30% attack speed? Jeez. Okay. Lupine Ferocity. Critical strike damage from 70 to 100. And from 140 to 200. So every third one is 70 and 140. So every third werewolf skill hit critical strikes. Okay, so every third of your things are a guaranteed crit, and they're now just gonna do much more damage. Okay. Earthen Might, base chance. That's this one, right? Damaging an enemy. Lucky hit. Damaging an enemy with Earth skill has up to a 10% chance to restore all your spirit. Cause your attacks to be guaranteed critical strike for 5 seconds. This chance increased by 10% for critical strike. And 10% if the attack is stunned. What was our knockback? So damage enemy with Earth skill has up to a 10% chance. So lucky hit. So lucky hit, 10% chance to restore all spirit. And or just or? I'm guessing and. Cause your attacks to be guaranteed critical strikes for 10 seconds. Okay. And it's increased by 10%. So it'll be double and triple if you. Okay. Got it. What are we doing now? So the base chance is 15 now. Wait, this isn't live yet, right? No, it's not live yet. Unless the tooltips are not updated. And the bonus chance... Okay, so it's just more. Like, they're just adding 5% to everything. So instead of 10, 20, 30, it's now 15, 30, 45. That's massive increase, but... Nature's Fury. Chance increased from 35 to 40%. Nature's Fury. Casting an Earth skill has a 35% chance to trigger a free Storm skill of the same category. I'm gonna be honest, I fucking love this one. But they made it so it can't trigger off triggered things. So I don't know how good it's gonna be. Perfect Storm. That's whenever you deal damage, right? Storm skills that you cast. Casting, okay? 1 spirit and deal increased damage when damaging a vulnerable, immobile, or slowed enemy. Right. So it's gonna give you more spirit and it's gonna do more damage. Okay. Spirit boons. Oh shit. Okay. Okay, so the chance to reset companions is increased. That's nice. You use that for a lot of shit just to have poison creepers go. Dude. What is it called again? Oh, Trample Slide. That build is fun. Calamity. Ultimate skill duration increased. Okay. Scythe Talent critical strike chance increased. So Druid's just getting a like massive just baseline buff to everything because they're just buffing. Yeah, Tornado's getting a buff. Yeah, Storm Strike getting a buff. Rabies, of course, right? Grizzly Rage. But all of the key passives and a lot of the spirit boons. So you just have a stronger class to make builds on. Druid has been very weak for a hot minute, so these are warranted. I'm not sure if they're enough, but they're warranted. Like from 10 to 15 critical strike chance, just you always have. Attack speed 15 to 20 that you just always have. I mean, I guess you have to pick, right? I think these are in the same ones. Or maybe it's I can't remember. 2 of these at least are in the same. I'm not sure if they're all 3 in the same. Critical strike damage increased. Maximum life increased. I think you use this a lot, right? Overload damage increased. I don't remember that one. Can I see them? I haven't unlocked my spirit boon yet. No, I can't. Overload. Druid spirit boon overload. Wow, here do you have just let me see them. Overload. All right, here we are. Oh wait, they're all in the same. Oh wow, that's gonna be hard. Dude, I didn't know that all of these 4 Scythe Talent, Swooping Attacks, Avian Wrath, and Iron Feather were all in the same. It makes sense though, they're all eagle things, right? Wait, where is the one I'm looking for? There, lucky hit. Dealing lightning damage has up to a 40% chance to cause the target to emit a static discharge, dealing 25% lightning damage to all surrounding enemies. And what are we doing? Damage increased to 100 to 250. Okay. Masochist healing 52. Okay, aspect Ursine Horror, tectonic spike damage. Aspect of the Ursine Horror. Tectonic spike. Is that the one that makes your earth skills werewolf or werebear skills? Pulverize. Oh, it's just pulverize. Pulverize is now also an earth skill. After casting pulverize, tectonic spikes continue to deal damage. Right. So the big thing about that one is the making pulverize an earth skill. I'm not sure that this damage increase is gonna do fucking anything. I mean, sure, it's more damage, but I'm not sure anybody cares. The big thing is making it an earth skill. Storm Chaser. Previous tornado will seek targets. Now it will seek targets, and so reduction in spirit cost, buffs to the key passives, and an aspect. Tornado again, maybe? I played it in season 1. It was okay. It could get a little bit frustrating. The good thing about it is if you play Tornado Druid, right? What you're gonna want to probably most likely use is you're gonna want to use Tempest Roar, right? So that now your storm skills are also werewolf skills. That'll also give you, like, what's it called? Some spirit regen, but also it makes you be werewolf boy. And when you're a werewolf boy, where is Digigrade? Here. Big movement speed. So that's nice for farming. Just that was nice. The werewolf druid can run really quickly. Stormclaw's aspect damage increase. Stormclaw aspect. I'm assuming it's something with Shred. Okay, I thought it was with Which one did I think it was? Critical strike with shred deal increased damage, and the damage dealt as lightning damage to the target and surrounding enemies. Oh, I do remember having that one. Oh, maybe I thought it was claw, I think. But it's shred. That was the one where you teleport around. And what did we do to it? We just increased the damage. Okay. So that gives you AoE on it. So that makes it a clear skill. And that build functions a lot like Spiritborn right now, where you just pop, 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 pop. So that kind of makes your shred into somewhat of a crushing hand build, right? So the same playstyle. So that could be decent for farming, assuming it has the damage. I can't remember if you need waxing gibbons or something as well. Okay. Natural balance. Earth critical strike damage increased. Storm skills critical strike chance increased. Natural balance, you say. Natural balance. I think I know the one. Yeah, casting a storm skill grants your earth skills damage. Casting an earth skill increases. Yeah, so that's for when you're swapping. Yeah, makes sense. Did they buff the duration as well, or no? No, just so just 20% more and 2-ish% more. Aspect of trampled earth. That is trample slide, right? That is trample. Trample now summons 6 landslide pillars low that deal normal damage. Is now also a nature, magic, and earth skill. Right, so it goes from 70 to 110 to... Ooh, that's big. Maybe... Dude, I like trample slide. It's a lot of fun. It's absolute trash for Lilith, but it's a lot of fun. Aspect of temp. Hurricane damage per second active increased. Okay. Tempest. It's a lot of buffs. Hurricane damage increased by each second while active. Right. Okay. Hurricane damage actually. So up by 5-ish%. Each second while... How long is Hurricane? Hurricane, eh? So it's 8 seconds. That's a lot of damage more, huh? I wonder if there's tempers for duration. What would that be? Utility? I don't have enough of them. I wonder if there is. I could log on to Eternal and check, but I don't really want to. That sounds kind of cool. Aspect of the rabid bear. Poison damage. Rabid bear. I think that's one of those aspects I've never even used. While Grizzly Rage is active, skill that critical strike applies rabies and your poison damage is increased. Wait, let me read that again. Skills that critically strike apply rabies. Huh. That does sound kind of cool. Okay. Unique item. Airida's inexorable will. That's the ring. So that's Vajan. Right? Yeah. So when casting ultimate skill and again first second after, you pull in distant enemies and deal damage to them. This is 2% per 1 person available. Okay. And what did we do to that? So damage scaling increased from 2 to 10%. Okay. So basically that ring was shit and nobody's using it. So now we're 5xing the damage of it. Let's go, I guess. Dolmen Stone. Yes. Dude, this is the build I'm setting up. Damage per rotating boulder increased from 10 to 10 to 30 to 20 to 40. So 10% more damage on them. Man, I would have liked to see the reduction of like stones go away. Like you may have up to 10 boulders active. So it means that this can only be, well, it's going to be 400%, right? But they don't stay forever. So it's like, again, I feel like with attack speed, you should just be able to hammer out. It would be unlimited scaling, I guess. Stone of Vehement. I don't think I've seen this. I haven't even looked at Stone Burst, the new skill. Is it a core skill? Yes. Gather stones beneath your enemies, then detonate them. Channeling deals damage and increases the size of the area up to 4 after 10 or 1 second, sorry. Bum bum bum. Explosion is increased. Okay. And then attack speed, okay. Right, okay. So what is this Stone of Vehement? The Stone of Vehement. There. So it is a totem. Chance for Stone Burst to cast twice. Stone Burst rank. Critical strike damage. And willpower. While channeling and for 2 seconds after you gain 15% damage reduction. Final explosion deals 15% multiplicative damage. Further increased by for each size increase. Okay. So we're taking that up by 5%. Huh. So Stone Burst? How's Stone Burst doing right now according to max roll? Let's see. Endgame. Hurricane, Boulder, Companion, Landslide, Shred, Pulver. Very poorly. Okay. What about speed? I can't imagine a channeling build is good for that. Oh, maybe. Have I missed it? It's not even here, is it? Oh, there. So it's the same. Okay. So that definitely needs help. The Basilisk. That's a staff, right? Damage increased from 100 to 600, from 3 to 390. Now always working on healthy enemies instead of on first hit. It can trigger against both everyone's. Basilisk. When you first hit an enemy with an earth skill, petrify them for 3 seconds. Petrifying an enemy additionally deals damage. So it's gonna do like 50% more damage. And now it's not the first time? Wait, when did it say the first time? When you first hit an enemy with an earth skill, oh, okay, so it's not the damage, it's the petrify. So as long as they're healthy, you'll always petrify. And for bosses, it's every 5 seconds. So you'll petrify them. That's... So it went from basically useless to now it triggers every 5 seconds on bosses. More often than not, you're not fighting bosses for more than 5 seconds, so... I guess you're pushing, right? Okay. Right. Constricting Tendrils. I feel like that's one of those boards that you always use, but actually, or not always, that you often use, but actually don't really take the legendary node for. Lucky hit. Nature magic skills have up to a 15% chance to entangle the enemy with vines, immobilizing them for 2 seconds and poisoning them for damage. Okay, so what are we doing to that? Lucky hit chance. Oh, we're making it much more likely to happen. Jesus, okay. and doubling the damage of it. So here we go. Necromancer. Let's log into the Necromancer so we can keep up with this. Necro. Right, so decompose. Damage increase from... Okay, so double the damage. Essence gain percent. That's a channel, right? Where you just suck it off, right? Essence gain percent increase from 10 to 30, and now increase it with your attack speed bonuses. Okay, that's nice. Hemorrhage, that's just the one where you just touch them, right? And they like suck. Is that the one where you suck blood from them? Oh, I am not in a city. I feel like hemorrhage is the basic skill that just like sucks blood from them like that. Okay, we're here. Let's check. Yes. Yes, it is. Okay. Right. So that gets... not quite double, but... maybe more like 50% more damage. Essence generated, big... oh, they're getting a lot of essence buff. Not only is this going 3 up, but it's also scaling with attack speed. Wild. Bone splinters. Okay, damage up. And essence up. Reap. That's the big, like, whoosh, whoosh. Now generates 15 essence when hitting a boss. What did it do before? Sweep in front. Hitting an enemy with Reap increase your damage reduction. Oh, right, because it's a big AoE, right? So it was shit for bosses, but now they gave it this so you can actually use it on bosses. Gotcha. Bone Storm. Is that a Kino passive? No. Which one is Bone Storm? The fuck is Bone Storm? Bone Storm. Why would we do bosses for your barb? So we don't have any of the things you need. What is Bone Storm? There. Oh, it is an ultimate. I just looked the wrong place. A swirling storm of bones appear around you and your golem, dealing damage. Okay. Why not? Because you're not gonna get anything out of it. We don't have Seer. Evulsion. Your bone skills deal increased critical strike damage to vulnerable enemies, and now it's just increased damage. Okay, but it's still only to vulnerable. And it's buffed. Okay. Compound fracture. Damage increased from... okay, damage just goes up. Gloom. 2x increased shadow damage now stacks up to 4 times, up from 3. Wait, what does that do? Gloom, 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 gloom. When you damage enemies with darkness skills, they take... okay. Shadow Blight. Shadow Blight. Shadow Blight? Shadow Blight. Oh! Shadow damage infects enemies with Shadow Blight. Every 8th time an enemy receives shadow damage from you or your minions while they're affected by Shadow Blight, take additional damage. Okay, so it's 44 and it goes to 60. Okay. Affliction. Damage increased. Which one is affliction? Enemies affected by vulnerable crowd control shadow damage over time are afflicted, taking increased damage from your minion. Your curse skills deal shadow damage when applied to afflicted enemies. This amount increased. Is anybody using these? I've never seen them used. So just damage. I'm not done with the patch notes yet. We still have Jesus. Still have a lot to go. Aspect of empowering Reaper. Pool of light bonus damage increased from 60. Okay. What does that do? Damaging with Sever has a chance to spawn a pool of blood on the target. Okay. Right. Reaping Lotus. Sever damage increased. Okay. Deathless Visage. What do you do? What do you do? What do you do? There. Bone Spear leave behind echoes that explode for physical damage, increased by for every 30% critical strike chance you have. Okay, and what are you doing to it? Damage increased by 5% for every 20% of your critical strike damage. They're nerfing it? No, wait. Damage increased by 5% for every 20 instead of 30. Right, so they're buffing it. Gotcha. Okay, so you're scaling a lot higher up. Right. Mortar Crux. Is that a shield? No, it's a sword. Okay. When consuming a corpse, there's a chance to also create a decaying skeletal simulacrum that seeks enemies but cannot attack. When it dies, it explodes for shadow damage. Chance to spawn. So just bigger. Okay. Howl from below. Howl from below. Instead of detonating immediately, corpse explosion summons a volatile skeleton to charge at a random enemy, explodes. Okay, and what are we doing to that? Massive increase. Gotcha. Ooh, whoosh. Right. Logging. Logging whoosh. What do we have first? So we have Invigorating Strike. Damage increase. We have Forceful Arrow with the damage increase. We have Twisting Blades with the damage increase. Penetrating Shot with the damage increase. I like Penetrating Shot. That's kind of cool. Oh, they're buffing Penetrating Shot more. So damage goes up when cast with full... Previous. Okay. When cast with full energy, will slow all enemies it hits by... Elite enemies will also be knocked down. Okay. Cast with full energy, it will slow all enemies it hits. So the same. They will now take... Okay, multiple entry and be knocked down. Okay, so this is the 50% X is what they added. Okay. Right. Invigorating Strike, Forceful Arrow, Twisting Blades, and Penetrating Shot. Penetrating Shot and Twisting Blades are both core skills, right? What is Forceful Arrow? I feel like I'm using Invigorating Strike. Is that just a base skill? No, that's Blade Shift. Are they all... Okay, so that is Invigorating Strike and Forceful Arrow are basic attack skills. But I guess Rogue has some basic attack. They have the Heartseeker one, so maybe. I don't know. Flurry, damage increased. Advanced Fury, cost reduction increase. And then we have Rapid Fire with the damage increase. And some critical strike going up. So Flurry is this one, right? Yeah, and then we have Rapid Fire. No, that's Barrage. Rapid Fire here, yeah. At least okay. Dash damage, don't care. Dance of Knives. Added that its damage is increased by attack speed in the tooltip. Okay. Improve the distance tracking. That's probably going to be a decent amount of damage. Base damage increased from 64 to 86%. Note that these percentages relate to when a one-handed weapon is equipped. Can you equip a two-handed weapon? Huh? So I'm gonna get quite a bit of damage here soon when this patch goes live. Did they say when? Oh, I don't want to go on Twitter on this one. There's a lot of stuff on Twitter that I don't trust. Let's see. When is this going live? Patch notes are available that will hit next week, and he said that 2 days ago. Okay, so next week I'm gonna get quite a significant damage increase. This might be bigger as well. Improve the distance tracking. Pretty good. Smoke grenade, cooldown reduction, base damage increased, who cares? Countering concealment. This skill now properly maintains the buff for 5 seconds after casting, regardless of whether you leave stealth while it's active. Tooltip updated for clarity. Isn't that what I'm using right now? Concealment. Yeah, it is. But is it the... It's not countering. Right, okay, so that's the other one. Yeah. Shadow imbuement. Damage to single enemies when the infection inspires. Shadow imbuement. Damage to single enemies when the infection inspires increase. Okay. So the explosion remains, right? Imbue your weapon with festering shadow. Your next 2 imbuable skill deals shadow damage to infect enemies for 6 seconds. Infected enemies explode on death, dealing damage. If the infection is inspired before the enemy dies, it'll deal damage. So just the single target goes up, but the AoE stays. I don't like that because Shadow Imbuement is supposed to be the AoE one, I think. I feel like. And I feel like you should want to use the other imbuements for single target. So I feel like they should have made the AoE go up so that it doesn't compete for single target. But maybe that's just me. I feel like this is pushing out the other imbuements a little bit, because I don't feel like Shadow was used for this specifically, but maybe I'm wrong. Passive Deadly Venom. Oh, exploit buff? I think I'm using exploit. Where is it? Where the hell is it? Maybe not. I don't even know where it is. There, yes. I am using exploit. Dude, my build is getting buffed, brother. Deadly Venom. Well, just through me having the chest on, I have 1 rank in this. You deal increased poison damage. That doesn't matter. So that buff is... Well, obviously, I'm going to do more damage, right? Because it gets buff. I'm guessing this is good for, like, poison... Or, I'm not guessing. This is good for poison builds, but... So I'm getting a base damage buff on Dance of Knives. I'm getting improved functionality of it. I'm getting more single target from Shadow Imbuement. Who cares? But I'm also getting exploit damage buff, and that's pretty big. Victimize. The explosion for Victimize can happen much more frequently than before. Damage scaling increased. So as far as I remember, you used to use Victimize for this build, but then they nerfed the shit out of it. Dealing direct damage to vulnerable enemy has up to a 50% chance to cause an explosion. Dealing damage of the same type to them and surrounding enemies. Victimize damage is increased by 120% of your vulnerable. Current damage is... Okay, so... What am I getting right now? I'm getting momentum. Casting a channeling cutthroat skills, getting stacks of momentum. Casting magnum skill removes stacks of momentum. For each stack of momentum, you gain damage reduction, maximum energy reduction, and movement speed, increased damage. So I get 50% increased damage, 30% damage reduction, and 30% movement speed. Everything else doesn't matter. Okay. Sounds like it's gonna hard to compete with, but we'll see. Alchemical admixture. Potency scaling 20 to 40. Fewer non-physical damage types are required to gain a reduced from 3 to 2. Okay. Alchemical... What is it called? Dealing 3 different types of non-physical damage. Increase the potency of your imbuement skills by 40%. Potency is further increased by 20% of the total amount of your bonus damage to poison, shadow, and cold. And what are we doing to it? So now it's only 2 you need. And the potency scaling is up. Okay. Precision. Damage scaling. When you cast Marksman skill, you gain stack of precision. Gain an additional stack of critical strike once per cast. When you reach 4, your next ultimate or core. Marksman ultimate or core. Guarantee crit and deals increased damage. Okay, so what did we do to that? Damage scaling from 15 to 20. Oh, there. This damage is further increased by 20% of your critical strike bonus. Is going to be the new one. Okay. And then we have momentum. Damage per stack. So we get 10% more damage. Okay, close quarters. 15 to 25. Damage to close core enemy with marksman grants attack speed. While both attack speed bonuses are active, you deal increased damage equal to... Okay, so that's good. It's only the damage bonus that goes up. Okay. Exposure. Lucky hit chance increased. Stun grenade damage increased. Dealing damage to an enemy affected by trap skills has 25% chance to reduce cooldown of trap skill. Drop a cluster of stun grenades that deal dam. Okay, and so the chance to do that is increased and the damage of them is increased. Gotcha. Leirana's Instinct. Damage cap while inner sight is full increased from 35 to 60%. That is kind of self-explanatory. We don't need to change that or look at that. Blade Dancers. Increased damage. That we need to check. Blade Dancer. Why can I not be allowed to see them? I wouldn't happen to be using it, right? Why can't I preview them? Whatever. Oh, it's also not a fucking... It's a freaking... I'm stupid. Blade Dancer. What do we have? Twisting blades orbit for a short time and do return. Okay, so that's the one. And now it's up to 80. So twisting blades, rogue, rebuff. That was the best leveling thing for a while. Damage bonus when... Okay, so wind force. Surge. Where do we have the force of wind? There. Hits of barrage have a chance to deal double damage and knock down. So that's going to be triple instead. So barrage, 50% chance to deal double damage. It's going to be 50% chance to deal triple damage. Do barrage rogue sounds kind of cool. Condemnation, that's the dagger, right? I can't remember what that does, but I remember people wondering. Your core skills deal damage, increase damage, sorry, when spending 3 combo points. Oh, right. Your basic skills using this weapon have a 50% to generate. Okay. So what are we doing with it? So core damage increased from 20 to 40 to 50 to 70? Jesus. Okay. Pit Fighter's Gull. Uh-huh. There. Casting smoke grenades increase your critical strike damage by at least behind a close interval, but then you can stealth. 32 to 45. Okay. And Shira's Kanjar. Damage cap increased from 20 to 40 to 30 to 50. That's the one I'm using, isn't it? Yeah. Ooh. I wonder if mine is going to get better as well, or if it's going to stay at the 38. I wonder if my item is going to get buffed. So it goes from 20 to 40 up to 30 to 50. So am I going to have still a 38, or am I going to be gifted a 48er-ish? Hits with the weapon increase your attack speed for 4 seconds up to... Wait, didn't they say damage? Damage cap increased. Where's the damage cap? Huh? Is it the 50% damage implicit? No, it has to be... It has to be the attack speed, right? Okay, Scoundrel's Kiss. It has to be the attack speed. Rapid Fire now lobs exploding arrows. Oh, that's kind of cool as well. And that goes up. That's quite a significant buff, man. Like, the max roll is going to be the minimum roll now? That's insane. Dude, that is wild. Fucking max roll is going to be minimum? Holy shit. Rapid Fire Stonks? Sorcerer. There wasn't a lot of aspect changes to Rogue, actually. Only one? I guess Rogue has been doing pretty well. Meteor damage increased. Nice. I do want to play with some meteors eventually. The only problem is that it requires a unique head, and that competes with... Well, right now, Air of Perdition is pretty popular on Sorcerer, but it competes with what's it, Harlequins, and it competes with Air of Perdition, and it competes with Godslayer's Crown. So having to use a unique head is not so bueno. But yeah, obviously if it's good, it's good, right? But Meteor could be cool. If a cast of Meteor hits 3 or more enemies, there's a 30% chance an additional Meteor falls on the same location. Now, if a cast of Meteor hits 3 or more enemies, an additional Meteor falls on the same location. Oh, so no 30% chance, it's just happens. Okay. Pierce, while healthy, your cast gain 1 additional. While healthy, your cast Hydra gain 1 additional head and deal. Oh, so we get multiplicative damage for Hydra. That for leveling is going to be wild. Hydra was already really good. Familiar, I heard something about Familiar being the best leveling build in the game, and now the damage goes up. But is there an endgame build with Familiar? I'm not sure. Incinerate, big damage increase. Dude, the Incinerate build, I could be tempted to play it. It looks super cool with those 3 beams of Incinerate just going... But casting in a game like this is kind of ass. Veer's Mastery, 250 to 500? Is that really so bad? Critical strikes have a 10% chance to cause the damage to arc as lightning damage to other nearby enemies. Or if there are no other targets, you hit the target again for... Bro. So you... Jeez. So essentially... That is just... What? Super crit, essentially? So when you... Jesus. So you have a 10% chance to crit for your critical damage times 500%. Jesus. Let's go. Combustion. Your burning effects deal 60% increased damage and an additional 4 per unique source of burning you applied. I didn't like this. It was kind of annoying. Burning effects deals so the same, and an additional 25 of your bonus damage to burning enemies. Oh, that's nice. Flame wall coming in hot, maybe. That's a good build as well. I enjoy that. Sorcerer is looking like a good pick for the next season. Very versatile. Is incinerating? Does that count as burning? Channel a beam of fire, burning enemies for damage per second. Maybe? I mean, with Incinerate being buffed by that much... And now a buff to combustion as well. That sounds kind of... Okay, so increased avalanche. Lucky hit up. Remove double chance for avalanche to activate against vulnerable enemies. Instead, damage is now increased by additional against vulnerable enemies. Wait, what? Avalanche. Your frost skills have up to a 10% chance to make your next cast of ice shards, frozen orb, or blizzard consume no mana and deal 60% increased damage. Chance is doubled against vulnerable enemies. Okay, so it's now 30%, so you just get more than double all the time. And now they just get more damage. Okay. Aspect of charged flash. Oh, Jesus, calm your tits. It's kind of in line with the music. All right, charged flash. What do you do? Aspect of the charge flash. After charge bolts, I like charge bolts. Hits enemies 50 times. Your next 3 casts of charge bolt becomes waves that pierce. I don't like these flat number thingies. They're either they're ass or they're broken. There's no in between. They're never balanced. Okay, so now deals critical surge damage from enhanced charge bolts instead of critical flat damage. Ooh, that's nice. So the flat damage is out, and you get what? Critical surge damage. Does it say anything here? The third time an enemy is hit by a single cast of charge bolt, that bolt surges upon impact. I guess it's this one. Okay, so it does the third hit, I'm assuming. Where are we? So I wonder if that's going to be AoE. That sounds wild if it is. But I guess you did have to cast 50 of them, didn't you? Yeah, 50 times, and then there's 3 of them. Okay. I don't know. It sounded wild at first, but then it's a little bit eh. Aspect of overheating. Previous. After channeling incinerators for 3 seconds, it deals X critical fire damage per second for 5 seconds. And if incinerator refreshes and maintains this bonus, that sounds a little ass, but okay. After channeling for 2 seconds, it deals 75 to 100% increased damage for 5 seconds. Okay, so it deals X critical fire damage per second. Right. I'm not sure about the numbers here with the critical fire damage per second versus the increased damage. I'm assuming it's going to be more with increased damage because their intent is to buff it, I'm pretty sure. I don't think they intend to nerf it. So I think they've put the numbers. So if we trust them to make the right decision, they've put the numbers higher. But it's going to be easier to maintain, right? You channel for 2 seconds rather than 3. It still sounds a little sucky, but you have to stop and cast every 4 seconds, basically. Aspect of piercing cold. Previously, they pierced 3 to 19, dealing less damage. Now they pierce 10, so you're losing a lot on the top end. But now you get more damage. Oh, per subsequently. Oh, so if you hit through 10, the last one's gonna get chunked. Okay. Starfall Coronet. That's the meteor unique head. Reduced minimum cooldown from 4 to 3 and increased the number of charges from 2 to 3. Starfall Coronet. Wait, was it here? No, that was Vox Ominum. Meteor's mana cost is replaced with a 4-second cooldown. Okay, so that goes down to 3 and 2 and gets 3 charges. Okay, cool. Paragon. Stalagmite Glyph. Increased ice spike bonus from to this. Okay. Torch Glyph. Additional bonus cap. Oh, double? Jesus. Pyromaniac. Increased additional bonus rate from 2 to 3 and cap from 10 to 18. Okay, I don't think I have this. But that one leaves a little bit of questions for me. Oh, I can still read it. Pyromaniac grants bonus. Every pyromancy skill cast or every second you channel increase your fire damage. So it'll be 3 and it'll be up to, what's it, up to 15? Oh, I didn't mean to open that. Okay. Let's just check Torch real quick. Torch. You deal 2.5 up to 12.5. But it's not going to increase the contribution? Okay, so that seems a little useless. And then you have the stalagmite. Your ice spike gain damage for every they gain 2%. I'm guessing this is the maximum. Okay. Party Finder. The Echo of Hatred boss fight has been added as an activity for Party Finder. I don't really care. I don't really care. Loot quality for Legion events. Okay. Shrines. Malignant hard cost for crafting Marcus like has been decreased. Okay. Why would you craft them though when you can just go kill him? Chance for Mighty Sword deal double damage and was always applying its bonus. Oh, so they're fixing... Dude, that's kind of weird. Why would they fix this? I mean, if the compensatory buff... But that's not going to do the same, right? Like, double damage, always? I guess you still get the chance for it. That seems a little bit inconsistent that they're fixing a buff that gives barbs double damage or more damage, but they're not fixing the buffs for Spiritborn. Obviously, if the outcome is that it does more damage than it did before, nobody cares. But if it is a nerf, which this is a nerf, but if it's overall a nerf, then that's inconsistent and not good. Fixed an issue where the chance for Shred to hit twice. Chance for Shred to hit twice tempering was actually granting Shred a chance to deal double damage. The affix has been updated to reflect this functionality and is now listed as trying to do double damage. so they wanted it to hit twice, but it did double damage, so they just fucking made it do double damage. Dude, that's bad, no? Hit twice is usually better because you get more procs and shit. Hitting twice is usually better than double damage. Especially when you get like 100% crit chance and shit, yeah. Fixed an issue where the 4th Shred attack when using the aspect of Agile Wolf did not dash correctly. Okay. That might even have been... I remember the dashing around in Season 1 being sort of buggy. Fixed an issue where the Blood Orbs restore Essence Affix and Blood Dancing did not increase when Masterworking. Okay. Smaller Blight Projectile from Ebon Piercer would not benefit from chance for Blight Projectile to fire twice. Okay. Ring of Metal attack counter will reset on all minions when a new was summoned. Ew. Fixed an issue where Soul Rift would sometimes fail to cast your target location outside the line of sight. Fixed an issue where imbuements would not update the damage type dealt with Shadow Step. Fixed an issue where the bonus from countering consumer was immediately removed as self-broke. Right. Fixed an issue where Familia didn't properly interact with Enlightenment when combined with City's bindings. Okay. Enemies could spawn beyond the locked door inside the... Oh, really? That sounds ass. Fixed an issue where swapping gems did not remove the stat granted by the roof game. Wah, 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 wah. That was what you were doing in pits, right? Just swapping gems and getting a bunch of buffs. Where glyph upgrade chance did not probably scale past tier 1. Let's fucking go. I was having problems with this. There we go. Now there's a point to going past. Good thing that I have all my glyphs to level 100 now. Cunt. Fixed an issue where the player could not immediately use the town portal after changing difficulty. Fixed an issue where monster density in Sarkova passed while Helltower was lower than intended. That's very specific. Completing pit tier 150 in a party with someone who hadn't completed lower tiers would not unlock those lower tiers for that other player. Oh, you unlock the lower tiers now. Nice. Quest and events don't really care. User interface and user experience. Warning prompt and summon digital generators. Wait. Should have made by summon infernal composite occurs on the city tributes. Right, okay. Okay. Transmutation tab for gems. Fixed an issue where pets could fail to teleport with the player in various circumstances. Fixed an issue where tournament difficulty achievement could be unlocked just by... Oh, I thought for a second that they nerfed you being able to boost it, but no, it's just entering it unlocked it. Jesus. All right, well, that's the patch notes. I think it's pretty good stuff. Obviously, it's just a mid-season patch, right? But they're buffing a lot of shit. I'm looking forward to the rogue getting buffed next week. Just randomly gonna get a lot more damage. They're not very interesting, all of them. The only thing that sort of interested me a little bit was Deathblow Barb getting some buffs, but at the same time, I'm not sure. It seems a little bit like they're intentionally not really buffing. I think right now for necromancers, I think the big thing is like the blood wave, right? And that's not getting any love. And the big thing for druid, oh, maybe that is actually getting love because I think it's either boulder or hurricane, and hurricane is getting buffs and boulder is getting buffed. So druid is actually seeing buffs to the things that you're playing. So that's cool. Rogue probably as well, right? Because Dance of Knives gets some shit. Barb arguably is getting maybe nerfed on the build they're playing, but probably not. I'm hoping they've done the numbers correctly, right? But the bug is being removed. But like, I'm excited about this. This is going to be a lot more damage. Improve the distance tracking. I'm not sure what that means, but I'm hoping it just means that it's going to do more consistent damage. That sometimes it's just like doesn't hit and you can just spin and not do any damage for a bit. And then what, 22% increased base damage? That's pretty big. As well as, well, the shadow imbuement is nice, but when I'm doing single target, I use frost, so it's not really going to do much, but maybe that'll change and I can put points into something else. That's possible. Exploit buff seems kind of big. And then, I mean, at least momentum is getting buffed, right? So that's 10% more, but maybe victimizes the play. So there's definitely damage coming. Also a buff to Anshira's Kanjar. Maybe Veer's Mastery is going to be insanity. Sorcerer I might actually be excited about. There's a decent amount of things that could be good. Like it opens up burn builds. Incinerate might be something. Yeah, I'm kind of... Oh, there's the... what are they called? The charge bolts as well. They just have sea of little lightning bolts. Could be excited about the sorcerer. Okay. I think it's solid. Like, if you're expecting much more from the mid-season patch, I don't know where you were looking, if I'm honest. Like, it's a mid-season patch. I don't think you're supposed to be pulled back into the game mid-season. I think they just want the ones who are still playing to have a bit of fun. That's my take on the mid-season patch. I might be wrong, but I don't think it's, oh, we need to pull people back. I think it's a, oh, if you're playing, here's a little something. I think it looked pretty good. Okay, so I have a feeling that I went a lot over time. Sovi's still playing. Are you here, Sovi? just message you in game, I guess. Because if we're doing bosses, I need to play Spiritborn. If we're doing hordes, I'm doing rogue. Let's see what he says. What does he want? So he said Andariel and Doriel for his barb. But why? Tuskeln Yoris of the Mighty. Is there a point to that? There isn't, right? Is it just for shits and giggles? It might just be for shits and giggles, and I'm reading way too hard into it. Yeah, it must just be for shits and giggles. He's also not responding. I'm logging into the rogue. Dude, the rogue getting buffed is kind of massive. Looking forward to it. What is he doing? Holy grounds. I don't know what that is. He's probably doing a pit. Wait, what? Alcove of the Divine. Alcove of the Divine. That is some names, huh? Infernal Hordes. World Boss. First Lord Seer. I guess I'll run to Lord Seer. He is definitely gonna want that. Can I kill that on the rogue? I can. It's just gonna take a bit. Do I have the mats with me? I do. We're gonna need to do some tributes of the Titans as well. Bosses drop what? Good amount of what? Bosses drop good amount of materials, but he's logging soon. Okay. Just gonna wait till he comes in. I'm just gonna try and keep these here so that I can stack on them. He's here, he's here, he's here. I like that I've kept them here to stack on them, and he just fucking kills them. Cunt. Bosses do not give a good amount of material, so what are you on about? They gave 20 shit. They gave fucking 20 rawhides. What do you mean they give a good amount of materials? It's just because you can kill them quickly. They don't give shit. I just need to hand in my whisper and I'll be there.
It is done.
I take boots. Do I have things with me? I think I do. Has he actually gotten the thing rolling, or? Here we go. 2 times spin to win. No meta in sight. Oh, it's reset. Yoink. I can't actually tell if he's doing any damage. I obviously have to be close to see if he is. And when I'm close, things are dying. Oh, he's doing a bit. He is killing them. Training. Ah, for fuck's sake. Did I actually get the attack speed bonus here this time? I don't think I did. Yeah, this is much better. We get one more? No, we didn't. Damn. Oh, we did, and I just... Fuck. Surging Hellborn, let's fucking go. Brrrt. Yes, I still believe in victory. Was there was no buffs to Whirlwind, was there? Like, really, to the Whirlwind whatever build, no? I guess the... Did they get the key passive a little bit of a buff? I don't remember seeing Whirlwind get the buff, but I'm not sure Whirlwind does any damage anyways, if it's just all Dust Devils. Well, I guess there was some... There was a buff to the... to a few of the passives, right? Like, especially the heavy-handed, maybe? That'll probably do something. Burning rain. Burning rain. Just two guys spinning away. Spin to win. I gotta try and see how hard I'm hitting for. I think I saw like 2.7-ish billion. A million. No, 2.7 billion, yeah. Because it was 2,700 million. Teaming, Hellborn. Surging even. Let's fucking go. Brother. Oh crap. It would be nice with something that increased the rate at which we spawn things. But I will take Hellfire spawns Hellborn. Because events are spawning a little bit slow, and I don't think we're killing things that slow. He said, and it was very slow, but generally speaking, I think we're doing okay. We're not gonna get another one, are we? Oh, we did, but it's fucking Soul Spires. Rip. Let's see, what are we getting? Exalted, Gorging, Draining. I mean, we're getting a lot of Hellborn. This could go pretty good. Why is my little dog or my little leopard not picking up the things? First, here comes the butcher. So how much does a Hellborn give? So the 4 of them gives roughly half a bar. Summon low, and we get exalted hordes now. Ah! I don't know how big of a difference it's gonna make, but oh, maybe it is doing something. This feels a lot faster. If these could just be Hellborn, holy shit. Oh, this one's gonna end up really good. Can we crack 1200? We need like Hellborn. There's Hellborn here. Can we get one more spawn of Hellborn quick? Nah. So we might get close to cracking 1200. Nah, there's no way he got that many in the first like half round. No shot. Right. But I mean, I don't know if you're here, Zoe, but if you're keen to do bosses, we should run Tribute of the Titans for a couple of nights so that we can gather up a decent amount and then go blast it off. Yeah, GG. Okay, so if Rogue is getting buffed, then I don't want to bother with the pit right now. Oh, I do want to do one for the what's it called? Just one for the Whisper. I probably should go look at that push website to see what they're actually doing in terms of build to get a 150 done in in 2 minutes. It would be a little bit fun to beat Elon Musk, but I don't think I'll get there. That requires me to commit a lot of time to the Spiritborn, and right now I'm having fun with the Rogue. It might be, and I will play a decent amount as soon as the holiday event rolls around. I'll push for 300. If something feels off, I'm gonna reset after these things die. As soon as the Mother's Blessing buff is back, I'm gonna try and push for the 300, which means playing Spiritborn in pits. So that is hopefully when I get... That is hopefully where I get the last little gear pieces that I need. Greater Affix, Quill Volley gloves essentially is what I want. Unless they're not playing Overpower, then I need a completely new set of gear. I could fear that they're rocking like completely unobtainable necklaces. Man, with the buffs coming, I might be able to speed farm this. Just resetting to reset, I think. Ooh, I saw 3 billion. And that is with Shadow. Can go higher with Frost. I'm just trying to see big numbers. I would like to see one that's high enough that it swaps from the M to the B. I think you need to go double-digit billions to do that, though. Somebody needs help with an infernal compass? Why? Oh lord, that's not good. Don't think the channeling thing's gonna give me anything. So this one's really slow, but I don't feel like it should have been this slow. But again, I get the bandits and the wolves. But the first floor was slow as well, right? $1.5 billion. Oh, there we go. Finally. Okay. Now's the time, right? We gotta get a little lucky to see the big numbers, but... Oh no, this is the one that stops me all the time. I'm not seeing any of the big numbers, and he's also not getting chunked. There's this first stop. So the biggest one we got was a 2.2 billion. Because he's not gonna get CC'd anymore. Leave me alone, Lilith. Okay, so the highest I've seen today still is 3 billion. Oh, that was great. I think we're just gonna chill with some hordes for the remaining. We're gonna play this, we're gonna play these, what's it called, these buffs out, and then we'll see. Maybe I'll play... Nah, I'll stick to Rogue, I think. I was thinking maybe I'll play a little bit of Sorcerer just for the, what's it called, the reputation, but that requires me to pop a thing anyways, so, nah. Not gonna do that. I'm looking forward to seeing the buffs uniques. If I'm just gonna have a better Angiras Kanjar. Oh yeah, that's getting buffed as well, right? They would usually just... Oh, fuck, I stopped. Surely my thing is just going to get updated, right? I'm just going to have the same place in the role, and I'm just going to have a more powerful character when I log in. That's going to be wild. $32. Oh, Burning Rain. That's a bit. That's a bit yikes. If I get Burning Burning Hellborn before I get Summoned Hellborn, that usually creates problems. I really don't want to do elites though. I don't like playing them. They're good, don't get me wrong, but it's just annoying having to spawn them. If you're in a 4-man party, it's probably a lot less egregious. You'll probably just stand in each quadrant of the place and just perma spawn, right? Like, just one sticks around here, one sticks around here, one stays around here, the last one stays around here. Probably don't want to move around like I just did when you're playing solo because they spawn close to you. So I just left a bunch of things. Summoned Hellborn, let's go. Oh, okay. We have the potential. This could go well. So Sophie and I got what, 1150 or something? And I probably missed 10, so let's say 1170. 1160, 1170, somewhere in that, whatever. Just to be on the safe side, in order for me. That's probably the highest I've had. That is honestly probably the highest I've had this season. Maybe not. Maybe I did have a 1200 one. Oh, I did not need to do this. Wait, was over. Surging. Ooh. Surging Hellborn from wave 4, bro? Are we gonna get one more? No, we're not. Oh, yes. Oh, and it was Hellborn, so we did actually get to kill him. Woo! Okay, so draining spires, and that sucks. We're gonna take a dead one this time. Let's go, Hellborn. Come on, one more. Let's go. Man, this could get filthy. Ah, we got kind of fucked here. We got kind of fucked here. Nope, no. I think I fucked up my reset there. So we'll do it again. This round is bad. We've had two bad powers in a row. Let's not have the third. Oh my god, and we get the best possible. I wonder if you can have 5 surging. I feel like I've had 5, like, not 5 surging Hellborn, that would be crazy. But have 5 Hellborn spawn from every time. I feel like I've had that, but I'm not confident that I have. I don't know if the limit is 4 or, but I feel like I've had 5. Okay, so searching Hellborn would be the best. Excuse me? I don't know what killed me. Fuck. Surging Hellborn would be the best. Invigorating Hellborn, I guess it's more like spawn Hellborn at me, but apart from that, not excited. That was probably the worst Hellborn power I could have gotten. I was gonna rank them Surging Hellborn, Burning Hellborn. Is it Exalted Hellborn? And then Invigorating Hellborn. And in like the Hordes and the Surging Elites will probably be somewhere just above the Exalted Hellborn. Maybe not the Hordes, but Surging Elite definitely. I feel like that death really screwed me over. So why is it not spawning my Hellborn boys? Man, I have such good powers, but it's just not spawning them. And now we're getting shit. Another dead one. It could have been great. It just didn't. I mean, it can obviously still get pretty good, but I mean, arguably it already is pretty good, but I would just have liked to see the over 1,000 again. I feel like this run warranted it. But I guess I got a little bit unlucky with some of the powers. I guess you can't have that. Exalted. We had Burning Rain from wave 1. And we still didn't manage to get Burning Hellborn. That's a little bit sad. We had to pick Aether Rush. We had to pick Butcher. We had to pick a Fell Council one as well. We might still get above 1,000. So we will. We are. I would really like to have seen closer to the 12. But I guess not every run can be a record, sadly. Come on, one more. One more. No. Rip. Okay, so we're gonna end with what? 1,040? That's pretty good still. That's really good still. I really shouldn't be disappointed. It is significantly better than the average run. Like by quite a large margin. Okay, where are we at with the gold? 400 million. I let my thing run off. I'm not going to use another one because there's 20 minutes left. Realistically, I'm only going to do one more horde. And I don't have that many of them, so... Is there any new boss? Duriel, let's go. Maybe I should do... I should do Duriel on the Rogue and then log in on the Spiritborn and do it on that, because it does drop pretty good loot for the Spiritborn. Do I have the things? Oh, I have the things. Jesus. I wonder if they're gonna bring back the ooh la la. I wonder if they're gonna bring back the Goblin Greed whatever event where they spawn out the greed shrines. Oh, it's been a while since I've killed Duriel in this. Oh, I feel like he one-shots me. I definitely need to not get hit by this speedy thing. If I get hit by the charge, he definitely does one-shot me. Oh, I didn't see that hit. That must have been big. Damn, that could have been a new high. Okay, but we got a tribute of the Titans. That's pretty good, I guess. What are these? Flicker step? Damage reduction from close. Each enemy you evade through. I'm not gonna play that. They do seem pretty good though. Oh, we did the thing. Let's go hand it in. Oh, we finally get a legendary cache. One that's not shite. No, I didn't want that one.
The forge is ready. I can break the down.
Yeah, let's go Spiritborn. Let's do quick pit, quick Duriel, quick pit. I wonder if I'll be able to get a level. There's what, 20 minutes left? Before I have to call and go to bed? So that we can get up and get ready for Valheim tomorrow. I farmed a lot of wood. We have a big amount of building to do tomorrow. I'm excited. Yeah, Duriel. How much do we need? Dude, we're getting a level. We're leveling tonight. That's gonna be big. But first, Doriel. We're gonna be 290. Let's go. I want to see the graph and see how far I am, just to get my hopes completely dashed. The holiday event is gonna last, right? I wonder if I can be bothered trying to get the cosmetics. I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. I guess I'll try and see how they look. The rogue actually hits harder sometimes. Not all the time, that's the problem. Also, this one probably can hit harder. Oh yeah, I didn't have all my buffs at all, so this one definitely can hit harder. Oh yeah, 6 mil. Easy work. I didn't even have all my supremacy stacks. Oh, an amulet. Oh, that's... It's not better. I don't think it's going to be better for Sovi either. That is useless. So let me think. Sovi had a 52%er, and he did have max life. I can't remember what his core skills were. This one surely is worse, yeah? I think it's 15. No, it can't be 15 max life, is it? Oh yeah, I think it is 15% max life. So he'll be losing fucking 7% max life because this rolled minimum. Surely 7% max life with all the scaling, especially with the bugged nodes. Surely that is not worth 8% on the unique effect. Surely not. Right? There's no shot. I mean, there is a shot, but I don't believe it. Let's see. Can I be allowed to see the... Okay, ranks to core skills actually. Business, but why are they... Nah, there's no way. There's no shot. There's no shot. There's no shot. I'm crushing it. Okay, so we do actually have a point, but I don't want to look at it right now. Okay, so 28 mil experience. I don't know. 95 maybe? How many do we need to do? We need to do like 3 maybe? Now that we don't have the buff anymore and I haven't activated any of the... Why can't I teleport over that? I feel like I'm doing no damage. Dude. The fact that Quill Volley can clear 150 like I'm clearing this is wild. I gotta see if they're mystic circling it up if I have to like, essentially swap gear. The thing I'm mostly worried about if it is whether or not I'm gonna need a necklace. That is my biggest worry. Why is the boss not here, Blizz? Where do we go? $62. But then again, nah, necklace would really suck. I'm really hoping they play overpower. At least some of them, but I find it a little bit hard to believe that my build has from barely being from just being able to do like a 135 up to doing a 150 in 2 minutes. Like that is not a little bit. I feel like there's not much chance that my Quill Volley, or the Quill Volley I was playing at least, has that level of damage left in it. From essentially just masterworking. But I guess it depends on how stupidly busted the vicious shield bug is, because I heard it scales with max HP, and I'm lacking a lot of max HP tempers, or not tempers, masterworking. Oh my lord, I hate what they've done with the pit, man. This fucking backtracking is ludicrous. Give the pit more floors, please. Okay, 5 more million. And then we get 290. Let's check the graph out. Diablo 4 Paragon 300 graph. Right. Okay, so I have it on my screen now. So we will be, when we hit 290, we will be just below 70% of the way. That is insane. Dude, the last 10 levels is more than 30% of the total experience required to go to 300. Man, I get having aspirational content, like, or aspiration. It's not even aspirational content, right? I get having like something to keep grinding for that doesn't really matter. But this is insane. This is too much. Like, no regular person is gonna be able to get that in a season. There's no fucking shot. And the whole like, oh, it's gonna eventually accumulate. It's gonna eventually accumulate on the Eternal Realm, bro. Like that's, I don't. In my opinion, that's just not gonna cut it. Let me pull the graph up again. Diablo for what was it? 300 graphs. There we are. So if the average player, so the dude, that is not gonna cut it, right? Like, what's the average player gonna hit in Paragons in a season? Like maybe 270? That sounds like a lot to me. 270 sounds like a lot for the like for the casual average player or whatever, but maybe 270 is good. Maybe they'll hit higher. But they have to hit 284 to be able to get it accumulatively. Is that a word? In 2 seasons, right? They have to get above 284 to get more than 50%. So anything below 284 and you have to do 3 seasons. Anything below 270 like 5-ish, you have to do 4 seasons. And for what? Like a not very good mount and a pretty cool trophy? And do you even get them if you don't do it in the season? I don't know. Probably. But still, like, imagine you need 4 fucking seasons. That's too much. Speaking of too much, this pit was way too slow because of doing shit. I mean, to me, that's way too much. That's just outrageous. People are not going to do that. Like, I might, but regular people are not. That's for fucking sure. Look at this guy. 232. 260, bro. 248. There's a blaster, 297. 286. That guy will do it in 2 seasons. 288, a blaster again. 275. 260, bro. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. This is probably also the place where people doing endgame content hang out, right? Like, because what's it called here? The pitstones here. I mean, maybe I'm making a what's it called, a mountain out of a molehill, but 266. 241. 95 a blaster. Oh, my impact, my fucking inventory is full. Bigger on kill, that shit.
How can I help? You can still use these.
I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but getting that amount of experience sounds insane to me. For the average player or the casual player or whatever. Maybe most will get it in 2 seasons. I just think I've not been, don't get me wrong, I have not been playing efficiently for it, but I've played 135 hours on this character. And I'm 70% of the way.
The forge is ready for whatever.
Like, bro.
There's that.
Alright, but we did get our little level. Yeah, let's just put in the Paragon points and call it a day. Now let me pull up the guide for crushing hands. Right. Okay, let's see if it remembers. Oh, I was messing around, wasn't I? Okay, so supposedly the last board. 64, 59. We're missing one. Let's find it. This one. That one. And then it's also taken this one. And then that one and that one. Okay. Maybe I'll remember that. Maybe I won't. Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. Right. But this is going to be it. It's 11. It's sleepy time. I need to get up tomorrow and go to the gym. And then it's Valheim time. I've been farming a lot of wood and a lot of stone. So we are building the Black Forest base tomorrow. I'm not sure that's going to take the entire stream. But if it doesn't, then we have some upgrading of some gear and we can probably kill the Elder. But the plan is to finish the build tomorrow. Finish the Black Forest base tomorrow. And then maybe we can take a look into the swamp that's close and see where we have to go for bonus. I'm excited. It's going to be good. But full day of building tomorrow. Hopefully, I don't need to farm any more wood. I have so many chests of wood. So yeah, it's going to be good. I hope you enjoyed tonight, and I hope I'll see you tomorrow. If not for the Valheim stream from 10 to 16, then I will be streaming in the evening as well. Likely, we'll play Diablo 20 to 23. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed. We'll see you tomorrow. Good night, guys.